What's good? What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? Gonna wait a little second, see if we can get some more people in the chat. Let me know if I'm sounding good. If the video is good, let me know. But I just wanted to get on here real quick, talk a little bit about some the cornerback situation we got going, especially with the addition to I believe you pronounce his name Bleedy Ray Wilson, the slot corner that we just picked up that was playing for the Falcons last season. And we got a few slot corners right now, but really why I wanted to do this live is because I wanted to announce the winner, as y'all already know, of the Trayvon Mullen. Hey, what's good, everybody? I'm just gonna, like I said, if y'all just getting in, I'm gonna wait a little bit before I announce it, but you already know. I'm gonna announce, see if y'all get that in there. The winner. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's good, Edward? What's going on? Raiders for Life. Kevin Lurker, B. Al, how y'all doing? I'm gonna let some people rolling in here, but I just want to talk a little bit about the slot corner before I announce the winner for the picture for Trayvon Mullen. This live, yes sir, yes sir. But what do y'all think about the slot corner situation going on right now? With you figure we got Nate Hobbs, we got Bleedy Ray Wilson, we got Meek Robinson, and then some people even say they want to see Arnett in the slot, especially after Casey Hayward came out saying he was been playing mainly on the outside. So what do y'all think about Casey Hayward saying that also? Because right now we're in a pretty good situation to where we could pick and choose who we want to start. Okay, we got our first super chat. Cool Zay 1995. What's good, man? What's good, man? Keep up the work, bro. Love it from Colorado. What's good, man? I really appreciate it, dude. You know, I've never been to Colorado, but I really do want to visit. I heard it was nice. I always wanted to go to Fort Carson when I was in the Army, but I never got the chance. Jose Francisco says, "What up, Ray? What's good? What's good, man?" Patrick Hill, what's good? Look at my question, bro. Let me see real quick. Let me see Raiders for Life. Raiders for Life says, "What's good with you, bro? Here's my question. What if Trayvon Mullen is one that might be playing as slot? Arnett could be the number one. Casey Hayward playing the two. Personally, I think Trayvon Mullen is our CB1. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think Trayvon Mullen is the number one? Does this mean Arnett? Let me get to that comment real quick. Thank you for your service. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. What do you think about Russell Douglas? I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. We got so many corners right now. It's kind of hard to say, like, who's going to play where. But personally, I feel like Trayvon Mullen and Casey Hayward are one and twos for the outside. And then that slot corner is kind of the question mark right now, especially since we brought a slot corner in, thinking we potentially had Nate Hobbs to be that slot. Amik Robinson. I mean, we still got Isaiah Johnson. We still have a plethora of corners that we still have to figure out what we're going to do. And depending on how many corners we keep on the roster, we're going to probably see somebody get cut that we're familiar with for one of these new people. Mullen 1, Mullen number 1, Hayward number 2. See, Patrick Hill, that's exactly what I think. Edward, Kevin Lurker, Mullen number 1. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, so I think a lot of people agree that Mullen's number 1, but Daniel Ken says Arnett's moving inside, and it's kind of, I don't really know. I don't really know if he is going to. I'm not saying that he won't. I wouldn't be surprised because with the first round pick, you really want him to play. You don't want to use a first round pick on a player and then not have him play and have like a veteran Casey Hayward come in and play over him. But You know, we need to win. And whoever is going to be playing the best, they're going to step up. Let's see. Let's see. But considering Arnett talent, athleticism, and ceiling, he's got to be the starter on this D. I understand that, and I understand the value of the first round pick that we used to get him. But at the same time, like I was just saying, I think whoever's playing the best, who's ever giving you the best production, then you just play that person. I could potentially see Arnett coming in probably around week 3 or 4. Maybe he's looking good. He's getting more reps, and then finally he steps up. We're starting to see a transition from Arnett starting after maybe Casey Hayward started off the year. But I don't know. We're gonna see. That's what's so interesting about the corner spot right now, because we really don't know. We have too many corners. We have too many corners and too many D tackles. But we've seen Irvin get cut. We've seen Irvin get cut, so now it's time for a corner to get cut. And I know a lot of people were talking about Lawson needs to get cut. What do y'all think about Lawson getting cut? We have addressed our depth, knowing we have dealt with a lot of injuries. Yes, sir. That's for sure. We're slim, especially at the safety spot. When you have a guy like Eric Harris starting on your defense, that's not a good look. That is not a good look. You got to think we had Isaiah Johnson starting at safety sometimes too. Hey Ray, what's good, everybody? High five, Freddie. Plus we spent a first round on him. Exactly. Exactly. You want to see your first round pick starting. That's for sure. Especially after just 1 year. You want to see them develop into the second year. You don't want them being on the bench. So that's what's kind of interesting about who's going to start. Will they really bench him? Well, let's see right here. Raider Reg, Isaiah Johnson, Nevin Lawson, and Keyshawn Nixon is a wrap. Potentially, yo. Yes, Lawson cut. I'd pay Lawson. I'd pay Lawson to leave the team. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you for real. I don't know, but if you guys had to choose, put your 3 cornerbacks right now. Let me know in the comments right now. Your 3 cornerbacks who you have starting. You have your CB1, CB2, and then you have your nickel or your slot corner. Let me know in the comments right now what y'all got. Let's see. What up, Ray? Last few years. We won't have to worry if someone gets hurt. That's a huge positive. For sure, for sure. Like I believe you said it earlier in the comments I seen. We have depth now, and that's what we've been missing. And do you guys think that the lack of depth that we had in the past, do you think that's because do you think that caused us to fall off in the second half of the season because of that lack of depth? Let me get to this one right here. What do y'all think about that? Last few years, we didn't have enough CBs and DLs. That's one of the reasons we faltered late in this. Oh, look right here. Exactly. Exactly. You see, you already to it. I just had to get to your comment. Look, y'all quick on it. What's up, Ray? What's going on, Sebastian? We got a super chat right here. Jose 1995 again with a $5 super chat. I say Arnett should be the slot because we have a lot outside corners and Lawson is trash. I'm so excited I'm Mullen with Hayward in the background. For sure. I feel the same way. I feel like if Hayward can be that CB2, then that'll take a lot of pressure off of him. I don't know, because I don't know if at the Chargers he was CB1 or if he was CB2. Let me know down in the comments if y'all know if he was CB1 with the Chargers. Hi, Raid. I've been loving your content after seeing Jeet. Shout you out. Appreciate it. Yo, seeing Jeet, my boy. Shout out seeing Jeet, man. Let's see what we got. All right. We got some comments flooded in right here. Outside. So we're getting a lot of Mullen. Okay. Mullen number 1, Hayward number 2, Arnett number 3 was what Daniel Kim says. Inside, Wilson, Hobbs, Robertson. What do you think? Okay. Yeah. I can see that. Johnson number 4, though? What about Rasul Douglas? You think Rasul Douglas will get that number 4 spot? Or do you think Johnson still takes that? But I like that by Daniel Kim right there. I like that one. And like I said, here's the other side. Mullen, and then Arnett number 2, and then Casey Hayward. What's up, Bray? What's good, man? What's 831 Oakland Raiders? What's good? What's good? Mullen Hayward. Mullen Hayward Wilson. Okay, this is a different one right here. See, that's why I gotta get your opinions, because look, Arnett's not even starting on this one, or at least he's not even in the top 3 or in the slot. But we're getting a lot of Mullen Hayward and Arnett. So I feel like it's like a 50 of this right here, and then you'll get a little bit of the Arnett over Hayward. But we get somebody saying Douglas gets cut by Daniel Kim, and then my boy Elder right here says Douglas is being overlooked. So a lot of 50-50 going on. Me personally, like I said, I think it's Mullen, Hayward, and then I think I'm going to go with the dude Wilson from the Falcons. I think he was pretty productive last year. Let me know if I should do a breakdown on him, if I should pop up some film maybe later this week, try to do a video and drop a video on that, maybe on that new slot corner. But it's interesting, we bring him in, we draft Nate Hobbs, we bring in Rasul Douglas, we still have a Meek on the roster. I mean, someone's gonna have to go. Lawson. I mean, we got a lot of nickel corners. How many nickel corners do you think we keep? Knowing Gus Bradley likes to run about 3 safeties. No, Gus Bradley, he'll run about 3 safeties. I seen him when we were playing when he was playing the Chiefs. He was running 3 safeties. I want to say more than 50% of the game. He had 3 safeties on the field. And then people say, oh, why we draft so many safeties? I think that's why. But Diablo going to linebacker, I think that could change some things. But I'm not going to be on here too long. Who's this right here? What's up, everybody? Hope you guys doing well tonight. Good to see you, Red. Always like the streams. Yo, I appreciate it, man. Dude got a crazy name. Sebastian Tyree Gillespie has hops. No doubt. Can't wait to see him on the field. I wonder where he's gonna play versus Trevon Merrick. You know what I mean? How long he's gonna be out there actually playing. But we're gonna see, especially in the preseason. That's what the preseason is gonna be so important. But I'm not gonna be on here too long. I've been on here for about 20 minutes now. I'll probably be on here for probably about 10 more minutes. But let me go ahead and get to this comment. Let y'all know who won for the Trayvon Mullen. As I shown y'all right here, the Trayvon Mullen floating image assigned. It was Jeff Floyd TV right here. Jeff Floyd TV. My boy. I hit him up on Instagram already, let him know that he won. And the comment says, never feel like you need to apologize for something that you are giving away. Thank you for all you do for the nation. You rock. He puts his Instagram. He follows me on Instagram. He's a subscriber. And says, thanks again, brother. Raider Nation for Life, DC4 MVP 2021. Yes, sir. So Jeff Floyd TV, man. I don't think he's on here right now. I didn't see him in the comments or say anything. But if you're out there, man, check your Instagram. I hit you up, sent you a DM, let you know you won. I'll send it out to you when you blast me your information. And get you that floating image, man. And y'all stay tuned. Take a look one more time. Trayvon Mullen. So later this week, I'm going to be dropping some more videos, as you already know how I do. I'm going to do Hunter Renfrow and Alec Ingold. I'm going to be doing another giveaway. Look, we got a Niner fan up in here. What is going on? That's crazy. Man, why are you over here? What is he talking about? Y'all, what's this guy here? What is this? This guy's crazy, isn't it? What are y'all doing? Y'all something else, man. Let's see. Joshua Sarthos. What's good, man? I feel like eventually our starters will be Mullen, Arnett, and Robertson at slot. Potentially. Let's see. Who's our safeties? Edward, man. But having more than we need at DB is an awesome spot to be in. Exactly. That's just saying we need that depth, and we got it. so we don't fall off later in the season. What's up with this, man? How do you block these people, man? Let me see. This dude over here, a Niner fan. I don't know what he got going on. He must be bored today. He must be bored today. My God. He says, Silver says, free safety number 1, Merrick. Gillespie, strong safety, Abram, number 2, KJ. What do y'all think about that safety setup right there? But once again, the winner was Jeffroy TV. Jeffroy TV, if you're out there, man, check your Instagram. Let us know down in the comments. Didn't want to wait much longer to announce who won. Like I said, stay tuned, everybody, because I got another giveaway coming up probably later this week. Like I said, Hunter Renfrow video coming soon, Alec Ingold, and I'm going to get together a Foster Moreau video. So I'm going to get to that as soon as I can, and that's going to probably be dropping this week for sure. I like doing these giveaways, man. It's actually pretty dope. It's a different way to interact and for all of us to kind of build up a familiarity with each other, man. Because I see a lot of people coming back, a lot of the same people on Instagram hitting me up, because I reply to the comments. I reply if you hit me up on Instagram. So it says, name a player that is deep on the depth chart that will make it tough on the coaches when picking the final 53. Name a player. I think it'll be Darius Stills. would be hard at the D tackle spot, depending on how many we keep, because if we have Jonathan Hankins, Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas. Who else we got at D tackle? And then you got Darius Stills. You have Kendall Vickers, and we let go of Irvin. So depending on how many D tackles we keep, I don't know. I think Darius Stills is going to be a hard one, because if you put Darius Stills on the practice squad, he'll probably be gone. Santa Clara Whiners. I don't know. That dude must have been bored. My guy says, off topic, but I see Max Crosby, Solomon Thomas. Darius Fallon was the other D tackle I was trying to think about. At Von Miller's Pass Rush Summit. Yes, sir. Did y'all hear when Von Miller was actually talking about Max Crosby? So that was pretty dope, because you guys know Von Miller is one of the best of our generation as far as pass rushers as this generation. Who left the whiner in here? I had no idea, man. I had no idea. Anthony, what's good? How you doing? Alec Ingold, yes, sir. More than a fullback. That's what it's going to be called. That man was doing some crazy stuff last season. Mullen needs to stick to football for now. His rap game needs work. We're not going to really get on the man's personal life. If he wants a hobby, as long as it's not interfering with his professional job, the one that actually gets him paid. That would have been funny if you dropped the picture. Man, I got good hands, man. I got good hands. I don't got no butterfingers. I'm not finna drop the picture. You wilding right now. I believe we got B Al. So how many players we taking? 53, 54, 55. I heard different. I heard it was 55. Mm-hmm. Let me see right here. Cool Zay puts a super sticker. Shout out Cool Zay, man, for real. With another super sticker or super chat. Let's see how many touchdowns. See, we can't start talking about Carr, man. We can't start talking about Carr, because then it's going to turn into a huge debate, because some people like Carr, some don't. And then people are split. Patrick Gill says, oh my gosh, I was typing Stills when you said his name. I mean, he's one of those guys. Who do you guys think is like a hard decision that you might have to cut somebody? Who do you guys have? It says yes. My guy right here says, Edward, yes, tomorrow, and his impact he should have in the red zone. Yes, sir. And Drake, too. I think Drake will have a pretty decent impact in the red zone. If you go back to when he was playing with the Cardinals, he had, I believe, 9 touchdowns on the season, and a lot of those came from inside the 5-yard line. And then when you look at the stats for Josh Jacobs, when he was inside the 5-yard line, like he was getting stuffed. Our offensive line was not getting any push. So it was hard for us to actually score. If y'all remember the Browns game, we was at the goal line, like literally at the one, like at the half yard line. And we were trying to punch it in 3 different times and ended up not being able to get it in and kick the field goal from like the 1. So it's kind of like, come on now. That's crazy. Daniel Kim, your content is well done. I'm a big fan, especially when you and CNG collab. Yeah, man, CNG, like I said, CNG's my dude. Me and him, we'll do a collab soon again, I'm sure. I'm sure we are. Dylan Stoner. What do y'all think about the wide receiver spot with Dylan Stoner? I mean, Zay Jones' contract is guaranteed. That's $2.5 million guaranteed for Zay Jones. So depending on how many wide receivers we keep, I'm sure Gruden would like to keep 6, but I'm not 100% sure. You have Ruggs, Edwards, Renfro, Brown, Snead, Zay Jones, then Stoner, and then yeah. So that's 7. I don't think we're gonna keep 7. I think Stoner will probably be on the practice squad. Excuse me. Trey Regis, okay. What do y'all think about that? When is Rashard? Because I know a lot of people were talking about Rashard was going to get ended up getting cut, but I haven't heard anything yet. And he showed up to OTAs, I believe. So what do y'all think about that? I heard everybody should be at OTAs now. Nearly everybody's showing up now. Let's get down here a little bit. Let's get down because a lot of comments, man. How's it going? My dude, Dick Vitale, how's it going? Raid, appreciate your time. Thanks. What's good, man? I always see you in the chat. Appreciate you, what you do and all the support, man. Really do. For real. Andrew Grippo, how many touchdowns does Carr get this year? Y'all let me know how many touchdowns Carr gets this year. Me personally, I think he'll get about maybe 30. I say 33. I say he'll get about 33 touchdowns. My dude Edward right here says 42 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 5,000 yards. That's for Carr? What do you think? You think that's for Carr? That's up there. That's up there. I know there's one extra game. My dude Luis says 38. You think 38 touchdowns? That I could see 38. I don't see him. Jojo Valdez Carr gets 40 touchdowns this year. 40. Personally, I don't see him getting anything in the 40s. Is that total? Y'all talking about total or y'all talking about throwing touchdowns when y'all say this? Because I think he throws. I think when I say that, I was just talking about him throwing. So I was thinking him throwing it for those touchdowns. So let me know. Y'all talking about, because JoJo then he says 4 rushing touchdowns. So was that with the 40 you already said? Like I said, I'm not going to be on here too much longer. If y'all got any questions, go ahead, drop it down. Like I said, man, I announced the winner already. If y'all didn't know, if y'all just tuning in, Jeff Roy TV, he had won the Trayvon Mullen. He had won the Trayvon Mullen photo right here behind me. Sign. It's in the floating frame. So yeah, like I said, stay tuned for the next couple of videos because I will do another giveaway and I will announce it in one of the videos. So just stay tuned. Simple things, like I'm not really doing too much to where it doesn't take much to win it. All you have to do is be a subscriber. All you have to do is really just comment down below and then put some type of way I could contact you. If you're not a subscriber, then you won't be able to win. You know, you got to be subscribed. You got to be part of the team, you know. So because I did go through it and then they weren't even subscribed. And I was like, yo, come on, man. That's the least you could do. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see on the next one. But let me get to a couple more and then we're gonna go ahead. Who's our fourth best linebacker? This question I feel like it's like fourth best, like basically saying basically saying who's our depth guy, right? Because when you look at the linebacker spot, especially with Gus Bradley, you're probably only going to see two linebackers on the field majority of the time. You'll either have the nickel corner out there or you'll have that third safety out there. And that's exactly why we got a Gillespie, a Carl Joseph, because that's how Gus Bradley likes to play football. And that's why we got a guy like Diablo going to play linebacker. So to get to the question, who's our fourth best linebacker? I would have to say it's honestly, I would have to say Diablo, because when you look at it, you have Nick Wachowski, Corey Littleton, um, Nick Morrow, and then you go number 4, and it would be, who do we even have? Javin White, um, Tanner Muse, and then Devon Diablo. So who would you put at the number 4 spot? I see some people saying Muse. I see Muse. Me personally, I say Devon Diablo, just because he was basically the number 1 guy at his school when he was playing defense over there. Muse was like the backup to Isaiah Simmons. I think Devon Diablo is a little bit more fluid also. Tanner Muse kind of is like isn't as smooth in his transition when he's changing side to side, and he moves almost like a robot at times, but he is still very fast. So I would say Diablo is the 4th best, but it would be between Tanner Muse and Diablo. Neither of them had played the snap in the NFL, so it's hard to say right now. But I'm seeing Diablo. Okay, I got White, Muse. What else we got? We got Muse. He said Muse is going to be great. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's kind of like with Diablo. Also, we don't know how well Diablo is gonna do. We really don't. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to really find out. Like I said, looking forward to player breakdowns. Got to put the kids down. Keep hustling. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you stopping by. I was just popping on to announce the winner. If y'all just stopping in, I announced the winner. It was Jeff Floyd TV. I already contacted him on Instagram, let him know that he had won, and that there's going to be more giveaways. So, like I said, stay tuned for the next couple videos that are going to pop up. I'm going to get to some more of these comments and probably dip out here in about 5-10 more minutes. League pusher for 18 games. They should be implementing it instead of 17. I'm for 16. I mean, I'm for 16, man. I like the way it is. You know, they're just trying to make their money. You know how they are. Right here, JoJo Carr will get extra 8 TDs in the red zone with Edwards as Drake. Potentially, you know, if he hands it off to Drake, then kind of takes away. But with Edwards is just gonna have to stay healthy. That's his biggest thing. You know, I like Edwards. He's physical. He needs to be a little bit more physical at the point of attack, at the highest point. But for the most part, he's physical. He knows how to get there and get in position. Runs routes pretty well. He just has to stay healthy. He has to be on the field. Ray Love, what's good? Vaughn said, "Oh yeah, Max is perfect for the Raiders." Sounds like shade to me, man. I don't know. I don't think he's that petty, but you never know. It's rivals. How do you guys feel about Bradley interview with JT? I mean, right now it's not too much going on, so need to hear from him like a more of a recent interview, right on the real. How much? Man, you wild, man. For real. You wild. Let's get down and see what we got. My dude Edwards says 17th game gonna make things weird this year. Potentially. It could for real. Andy was ready to tape. Are you gonna cover the preseason? Yeah, I'm gonna be for sure, man. Preseason is where you guys want to watch whenever you want to figure out about the depth, when you want to kind of be hip to who's gonna stick around and who's not, because that's where you're gonna really see about who's gonna play in that depth spot. They're not gonna have the starters out there the whole time. They're gonna have guys like Gillespie starting at safety, Nixon starting at corner, certain stuff like that. So yeah, you for sure want to make sure y'all tune in the preseason. I'll be covering the preseason for sure. Let's see what else we got. Raiders football talk. What's good, Andy, man? How y'all doing, man? I seen earlier you was with you was on live with Graphic. Yep, I seen that earlier. See, Jez says, which defensive player do you think will have a breakout season? All season or basically the off season, I've been saying Cleveland Farrell. I watched some tape. I see he has polished pass rush moves. I think he just needs some help and needs to get to that next step. And I think this year, if he's able to stay healthy, then he's going to be able to do it. Either him or Abram. I like a lot of our players. I think we just have to get our defensive coordinator has to really, groom these guys and really get to a point of attack and be able to implement a system that actually works. Because when you watch the film, you'll see Paul Gunther. Some of our defensive players were terrible, and the quarterbacks were just picking us apart. It wasn't really working out that well. Yeah, Joseph will get work in the preseason. We're gonna see a lot of guys getting work in the preseason. That's why it's so important for all of us as fans. You know what I mean, to watch our team. My dude, Raiders football talk, Andy, stopping by and showing my support. Yes, sir. You know what? I don't really do lives too often. I really don't, but when I do and actually like schedule a live, I'm gonna have to get Raiders football talk Andy on here for sure, because he reached out to me, had me come on to his show, so I really do appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, you already know what to do. Go subscribe to Raiders football talk for real. I appreciate that, dude, for real. It come out a few days ago. Talks about draft picks. Came out a few days ago. Talk about draft picks. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of things right now is a little generic. Like they're just saying, um, basically just what they're supposed to say. Being politically correct, kind of with the interviews. I'm ready to see like real football though. Not the OTAs, not drills. Actually out there putting some pads on and hitting. Yeah, nobody's a real fan of the team if you're not watching preseason, bro. Not like a diehard Raider fan can be an average fan. No, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. But some people just have things to do, so I ain't gonna knock anybody. Kevin Lurker with the $5 super chat doesn't put anything, but just $5 super chat, man. Hey, I appreciate that for real. You know what I mean? That's just you showing love. Kevin Lurker. Shout out Kevin Lurker for real. I'm watching D line closely this preseason. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who do you guys have outside of Yannick Ngakoue? Of course, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody would say that, but who is going to be the best defensive lineman we have outside of Yannick Ngakoue? Not just the guy that's getting the sacks, not just the guy that's going to be really flashy, but who's going to really show production, even in the run, stripping the football, maybe getting pressure, but not actually sacking the quarterback. Just all around best defensive lineman. Let me know. Who do you guys think? Because I'm gonna be watching defensive line also, but I'm gonna just be watching defense in general. I'm not too worried about the offense right now. I want to see what the defense can do. Linebackers, cornerbacks, we got a lot of competition. Yes, we do. And that's what I'm saying. Someone's gonna get cut that we're probably familiar with. And it's gonna be a surprise, kind of like how Irvin was. You know what I mean? These comments be skipping. What up, Ray? Much love and respect, bro. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Shout out Joey Boer Raider. He said, pull Andy up, bro. I could get Andy up here. Like I was gonna get off in like 5-10 minutes. I can get Andy up here for a quick like 5 to 10 minutes. Let me send him the link real quick. Let me see if I can send him the link real quick actually. And let me see. Invite. Let me get the link and I'll send it to Andy right now. If he wants to hop on, he can hop on. If he, you know what I mean, he might be busy. He might be busy. If he ain't busy, Andy, go ahead and pull up for a couple minutes, man. Go ahead, pull up for a couple minutes. I'm gonna send it to Docs also. But let me see. Let me send it to Andy. Let me send it to Andy real quick, if I can. Let me see, where is it at? Andy. I'm gonna send him the link because graphic hit me in my inbox. Actually, I didn't see that, but there we go. Let's see if they pull up. They pull up for sure. Actually, I didn't see that. What is this? What's going on? Dang, there's a bunch of comments I'm missing. Yeah, see, it's hard to keep track of all the comments over here on the streaming platform compared to on YouTube. Cause yeah, the comments be going crazy. The comments is going crazy on the other page. So let me see if I could like detach this and move it over or something. Hold up real quick so I can see the comments, because I want to be able to see all the comments that are live. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Maybe that'll work. But let me go back up, see if I can find. Okay. I'm gonna see if they pull up. They pull up. If they don't, it's all good. I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even plan on being on here too long. But you know how it always turns into when you get live. You start getting people in here. People start throwing some dope questions. We got a super chat right here. Let me get to this real quick. I lost it. Okay, there it is. Let's go, bro. I have to give Von Miller props for doing a pass rushing camp and not letting Eagle get in the way. I think our guys will benefit greatly from it. Yeah, that's what I was kind of saying earlier. I don't know if Von Miller's like really petty to where he would talk down on Max right there, but also invite him to his camp or have guys come out to the camp. But like I said, it's whoa. Someone talking crazy in the chat. But yeah, Von Miller's dope for that. You know, he's like I said, he's one of the best pass rushers of this generation. You know, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame for sure, without a doubt. So it's pretty dope to hear what he had to say about Max. I felt like he was being honest. JoJo says Pharrell will have 8 sacks this year and 5 forced fumbles. That's what I like to hear, for real. That's what I like to hear, because I kind of think the same thing. I think he'll have stats like that. I really do. I think Cleveland Farrell will have a similar stat line to what JoJo Valdez is saying right here. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. If he doesn't, then I'm completely wrong, and y'all can call me on it. But I think Cleveland Farrell is going to benefit from having more depth, more help, and then maybe he won't get injured and have to get loose snaps in that sense. Clee, his is going to show why he was chosen number 4. Yes, sir. We're getting a lot of Cleveland Farrells in here. And then, a lot of people like to talk about Solomon Thomas. If y'all been following me for a minute, y'all know how I kind of feel about Solomon Thomas. I hope he does great, though. I really want to see him ball out and live up to that draft pick, that high draft pick that he was. How do y'all feel about that? Solomon Thomas being that surprise, being that big time defensive lineman for us. And that's at the D tackle spot. He said Farrell and then Solomon Thomas at defensive tackle. So see where that goes. We need interior rush to be dynamic. And that's kind of where I feel like we're still need that number 1 guy on the defensive line for the interior that could get to the quarterback. Not just like Jonathan Hankins stopping the run, but that actual dominant pass rushing defensive tackle so it can like collapse the pocket. See, Vickers underrated. Vickers, yeah. I know my boy Sanjeet. I know y'all most of you guys follow Sanjeet. That's my boy. He's big. He's big on Vickers. He thinks Vickers should get some more playing time. Also, we got Graf just pulled up. Okay. I'm gonna get him in here right here in a second. All right. Let me add him real quick.
Yo.
What's good? What's good with it, man?
What's up with my dog, man?
Hold up. I can't even hear you. Hold up. Maybe that's me. What's good? What's good?
You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, man? What's going on?
Ah, man, you know how to pull up on my guy real quick, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Yo, I just announcing the winner for the Trayvon Mullen picture. You know, we was talking a little bit earlier, and announced the winner. Ended up being. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's pretty frequent on the Raider content pages. His name is Jeffoy TV. I
Okay.
don't know if yeah, I don't know if you seen bro
Yeah,
Jeffoy TV.
that's what's up, man. So congrats to bruh, man. So what was the giveaway, brother? I didn't know what it was actually.
Oh, it was
Now I know, no, I know the Trayvon
oh
Mullen, but
yeah.
what was it? Like what was it? Like an answer a question? Like what was it?
Nah, all you had to do is be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment, and then put your username to whatever social media platform you follow me on, so then I could reach out to you, and then I'll just blast you a DM, and then I'll send it to you.
Everybody in the chat saying Graf still in the closet. Bro, this Texas heat is different, bro. My man cave is flaming right now, bro. I cannot go in there, bro. It's blazing, dog. So
I was seeing your live earlier, and you was talking about that, and I was like, dang, because I used to live, because I think I told you, but I used to live in Texas, man,
yeah, yeah.
and I used to go in the garage because that was basically my man cave. You know what I mean? I go out there and you know, I'll be burning or something. I'll be like, yo, it's too hot. Yo, I need the AC like right now. So I understand.
This shit, yeah, it's different, bro. Let me move this shit around real quick, bro. But what we
Yeah.
on, man? I see the channel growing like crazy, man. That's blessings, brother, man. You doing your thing. Um, damn, bro, this shit is not standing up. Hold on.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to get 3,000 now, but really I just wanted to come on, kind of announce the winner. A little appreciation for the subscribers, and like you said, the channel's growing, so I just wanted to give back and announce that winner as soon as I could, because I honestly, personally, like, I'm like excited, like I'm trying to announce it, you know what I mean, like, oh man, I'm trying to send this out, you know, and do this, because like I said, I was just pretty excited for it, and
It's a
to give
beautiful
back.
thing, bro, to be able to do that type of stuff, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like especially something like that, bro, like a Trayvon Mullen. It looked autographed too, right?
Yes, autograph. Yep.
Bro, that's a blessing, man. You made somebody's month with that, brother.
No, yep, yep. I just you know what I mean? Just put it to good use. Because you know, Trayvon Mullen right now, to me personally, is our CB1. So I'm like,
Yeah,
it's not a bad deal.
straight up, straight up. So what we doing, man? We talking a little bit of football tonight or not?
Really, we could talk about whatever here for another little 5 to 10 minutes, you know, like because like I was saying, I just want to hop on, announce the winner, and
Yeah.
you know, it ended up turning into a whole you know, you get caught up talking to everybody, then it ends up turning in 5 minutes, turns into 10, and then 10 turns into 20.
I did my live earlier. I was only planning on doing it for about 30 minutes, and then ended up being on for 2 hours, man. So I know how it go.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
touch on real quick, last 5-10 minutes, man. Let's touch on your cornerback. I see we was talking about the slot at the beginning of the show.
Yes, sir.
Uh, that's what we pretty much talked about too, is on my live as well. I really think that Bleedy, bro, can be that guy, man. I really think, like, if Arnett, and it sucks because if Arnett does not win the slot, like, because he's not winning on the outside, bro. He's not going to be
Nah.
out there. That speaks volumes, bro. Like, if he doesn't, Gus is not sold on this guy, bro. He's just not sold on him. And I really think that Bleedy's may win that nickel. He may win it.
No, and it's because he's a first round pick, and you don't want that value to basically just be sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And with Bleedy, I believe he was pretty productive at the slot last year for Atlanta. What he played, I want to say he played what, 14 games or
Yeah. And he had
like,
with 3 INTs, but the dude can play uh, free safety, strong safety, nickel, outside. Like, you got somebody that can play everywhere. It just look at Arnett like, okay, he can play the outside. He can maybe play the nickel because he did it his freshman year at Ohio State. It's like you got somebody that brings so much versatility. It's like, where does this guy fit? Because I still think Rasul Douglas is going to be nice on the outside as well. I think he may be a guy that backs up Casey Hayward. I don't know. I just kind of I'm a little confused, man, because the Arnett talk has been real quiet, and we talked about it on my live, but I just feel like even when Casey Hayward was speaking up Trayvon Mullen and Damon Arnett, he was bigging up Trayvon, saying he wants to be a Pro Bowl this year, and he kind of just said with Damon Arnett, like, you know, he's learning the system, you know, he's good at learning, he's good at learning, and it's like
mhm.
he wasn't big up in him like he was Trayvon Mullen, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's a little frustrating, man, when you got a first round pick that kind of just is still like just up in the air, man. You know?
Yeah, for real. Because Arnett, the thing with him when I was watching the OTA things, he was behind Mullen. Casey Hayward went first in the drill. Trayvon Mullen went, and then actually it was Nevin Lawson went, and then it was Arnett. And it was like, is Arnett really sold on playing football all the way? Is there something more? That's kind of what has
It better
me
not be
confused.
rap, bro. It better not be rap because that shit is bad, bro. That shit is bad, bro. I'm
You
sorry.
know,
I don't want to bring the derogatory comments over to your channel.
yeah,
We know what we do on mine. But bro, like the rap, I seen a video he dropped the other day, and I was just like, bro, stick to football, bro. Like perfect your craft, man, because this can change you and your family's life forever.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And man, I just hope that Arnett takes this serious, man. Like he did. He came back with muscle. He put on some weight. Great. He already did what he was supposed to do in the physical aspect.
hmm
But I'm really confused as to why. And don't get me wrong, the pads haven't came on, but it's just been really, really quiet. There was even reports of Gus being high on Amik. So it's like,
yep.
how am I not hearing anything about Arnett? And that worries me, bro. It really does, man.
No, and especially with how deep the cornerback room is right now, and it's like we don't even know who's going to start at the slot. And if we're already questioning our net, and we have other guys that could start in the slot like Bleedy, Amik, Hobbs,
Yeah.
then there's an issue right there automatically. Like, dude, this is too full. If you have three guys that could potentially play at the nickel, and you're already being questioned,
Yeah.
then I don't know. That's it's pretty iffy. It just sounds weird. I feel like we should have heard something by now about him,
Yeah.
but it's kind of weird that we haven't.
When they said, when Casey pretty much said like I've been spending all my time on the outside, I just thought the writing was on the wall at that point. Like you don't bring a Casey Hayward over and have him come off the bench. Like I just don't see that, especially someone that pretty much played his whole career in the system. It doesn't happen, bro. You know what I mean? It's like and man, maybe you may have hit it on the head with that, brother. Maybe Arnett's just really not all the way in on football, and that comes up on May. That's Mayock and Gruden's problem. Like that
Yep.
a real problem if you're not looking at these guys inside and out and understanding like where is your focus? Like I just man, that would suck, bro, to see Arnett not really fully, you know what I mean, like maximize his potential, bro. Like for real.
I mean, there's some people though that still believe, like JoJo right here, Arnett will be starting outside at the beginning of the year. Facts, period. And it's like some people believe that. I know Honcho, he gonna call me out and everything like that. And
So
he was he think Arnett is gonna start, I believe, right?
he thinks
So,
he's gonna
you
start.
know,
Hey, Hobbs is gonna start in the slot.
yeah, and he thinks Arnett's gonna start at CB2.
Oh no. Doesn't he have Casey in the slot? And then he has Arnett cornerback two and then Mullen cornerback one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So there's a group of people out there that actually, you know what I mean, believe that. So I don't know. It's just kind of mixture right now, and we're gonna have to really see because think about it like this: who do you think is gonna be out there playing preseason? Because if whoever's out there playing preseason, you're not the starter.
Arnett. And that's going to speak volumes. When you see him out in week one and he's getting on preseason, he's getting a lot of work in which, don't get me wrong, I think that Gus still wants to. People need to realize that Damon Arnett was not a Gus Bradley guy. And
Hmm.
so, at the end of the day, this is not a Ron Miles and Gus Bradley pickup.
Yep.
Like, so he already, to me, is already on the outside looking in. I mean, Trayvon Mullen wasn't either, but Trayvon Mullen has already been proven in his league. He's already done some things. And I really look at Trayvon Mullen as a prototypical Gus Bradley corner. I really
Yep.
do. You know what I mean? So Arnett really doesn't fit that bill to me. So I think he already has an uphill battle, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see. We'll see. I think Rasul Douglas is going to get a lot of run. I think he's going to get a lot of burn. Um, Isaiah Johnson not being there concerns me, but I still think that he has that build and that Gus Bradley, Rashard, I mean, Richard Sherman kind of,
Yep.
I think he's still going to get some looks too. Nate Hobbs too, man, because it's the same thing. I think that Arnett may be the odd man out, and Mayock may try to save face. Like, what are we doing with Arnett? Like, because at the end of the day, bro, if we don't make the playoffs this year, you have to look at Mayock and say, are we going to keep him around? Are we going
Yeah.
to keep him around? You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro.
You know, when it comes to that, it's just difficult because is it Mayock or is it Gruden? And then it's like that's where I kind of get
Well, well,
caught
well,
up in it because I feel like
Arnett was
everybody that's in there. Go ahead.
Arnett was a Mayock guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I'm saying everybody that's in the position that they're in is because of Gruden. So
Yeah,
like when our defense was bad, it's like Gruden, you should have fired Paul Gunther a long time ago.
yeah.
Then you bring in Mike Mayock, who has no experience whatsoever actually doing it, which I'm not taking any credit away from Mike Mayock. You know what I mean? He's gonna do what he does, but I'm just saying, as a professional GM, he brings him in, and then also kind of with Paul Gunther, he brings Paul Gunther in, who has experience being a defensive coordinator, but has no experience implementing a plan when it comes to a brand new system or a brand new like team. Like he's building his own. You see what I'm saying? So, um, you know, Gruden kind of tried to, I guess that's kind of risky on Gruden's part for bringing those kind of guys in, and not experienced guys like Rod Marinelli. Like he brings an experienced guy like that to be under Paul Gunther, and it was almost like, did you do that because you knew Paul Gunther was, kind of was on the hot seat? So I don't know if Mike Mayock were to be gone, who would be the GM next?
That's
And then if Mike Mayock is gone, what happens to Derek Carr? If we don't make the playoffs, what happens to Derek Carr? You know, because there's going to be time where there's going to be a time you have to re-sign him. And if you don't make the playoffs, people are going to question John Gruden, all three of them, Derek Carr and Mike Mayock.
I think the thing that's going to save Mayock's job this year is going to be our defense. I think either way, and people may kill me for this because I know in recent years we drafted Khalil Mack. Then a few years back we ended up getting Mad Max, Trayvon Mullen. We had a pretty good draft. I think this is going to be the that people are going to go look back at and be like, that was the one that put them over the top. And I really honestly believe I think the Arnett situation is when we may be making it a little bit bigger than what it needs to be. Because at the end of the day, Arnett doesn't have to start to be productive. Let's just be real. But he's a first round pick. That's why we're looking at it like, bruh, like if you're not starting, this is what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? If he can still be productive, I mean, like I said, he's done all the off field work. He got the build. He's a little swole a little bit. He's on
Yep.
this, but I think the defense. I think Gus Bradley may save Mayock's job this year, man, because I think the defense is going to show up. I truly do.
Hmm.
The offense is already going to be what it is, a top 10 offense,
Yeah.
regardless. Like, I mean, I honestly think the offense got better. I mean, I truly do. When you go get a John Brown and a Willie Snead to replace Nelson Aguilar, like bro, that's you got two proven guys. Like, I don't see how we. The only thing we can go off of is the offensive line. I get it, but you got Kenyon Drake. The thing about this is we improved our offensive line is great against great with the run. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we need because we're gonna run the
Yep.
ball heavy. That's what we're gonna run the ball heavy. You know what I mean? So
No.
go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
we do need that push from the offensive line because last year we didn't get it. And I was using that example earlier when we were playing the Browns and we're like at the half yard mark or like the 1 yard mark, and we tried to run it three times in a row, and do not get it from a half yard, 1 yard mark. And it's kind of like, yo, that's a dead sign. Like, yo, the offensive line is not getting any push whatsoever. Then you go check Jacob's stats from inside the 5 yard line. It's like, dude, you have the most attempts, but you're not even scoring based on a percentage wise enough. You know what I mean? Like you should have had probably 3 or 4 more touchdowns. We go look at Drake when he was on the Cardinals, he had the most,
Yeah, yeah.
and he was just punching it in
I
from
love
inside the five, just punching it in.
I love his confidence. How he said like they were pretty much like, how are you going to improve? Like how are you guys? He was like me. That's pretty much what he said. Like me.
Yep,
Like we got another playmaker. Like
yep.
I love that confidence, man. When you get a veteran like that, that knows, man, I love it, bro. Like I think that Kenyon Drake's gonna have a massive year for us this year, bro. I think Jacobs is still gonna cook regardless.
Yep.
He'll over a band every year. But I think Kenyon Drake is gonna make some noise for us this year, bro. I really truly do, man. But
I
yeah,
think
go
I,
ahead. Go.
I think Kenny and Drake's speed is what's going to make the whole difference about the offense this year. His speed is because when I think back, who's the fastest running back we had since Kenny and Drake? And you have to go back, like I would say maybe Darren McFadden.
I was literally gonna say him. McFadden was fast, but when he didn't have feet issues,
Yep.
He was one of the fastest running backs we had. I mean, look, hold on. Look, Rocket is quick too, though, man. Jalen Richard is fast as shit too. You know what I mean? But yeah,
He's not. I don't think he's as fast as Kenyon Drake though.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
There,
but my point to that is that Kenyon Drake, when he breaks, he's gone. Like you're not gonna run up and then catch him from behind. You know what I mean? Once he makes that cut and he breaks upfield, he's burning you. Yeah. And that's what I think brings the most from Kenyon Drake when he comes into his offense, because Jacobs is gonna hit you in your mouth and then probably juke you, then hit you in your mouth again, and then drag you for 5 yards. And then when Drake comes in, it's gonna be a whole switch up to where he might hit you in the mouth, but he got that speed to where he could just one cut and be upfield. Yeah. And that's what's gonna make it real dynamic.
Ill entertainment. You're not lying, bro. Latavius Murray was fast, but the problem was he couldn't get any runs after getting hit. I mean, any yards after getting hit. Like literally, you hit him, he's done. He's going down, and that's what I hated, because Latavius Murray was a big body running back that was fast, but he cannot like you get hit, he's down. And I hated that, man. I really hated it.
You know okay, I mean? So Andy ended up pulling up. See, y'all ended up having me on here for a cool little minute, but Andy about to pull up right now.
There we go.
Yo.
What's good with it, man? Finally got you on the channel. How you doing, man?
I just seen you, bro.
I think he's following me, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Came in last, so technically you following me, bro.
I don't know that. I don't know about that.
Hey, real quick, though, Andy. Hey, I got to put this bid in real quick. So, look. Hey, Ray, we have this new NorCal Coalition show that we're doing, right? We got to have you be a part of that, brother.
What's going on? What are we doing, man? You know I'm down.
We want to do it once a week, and we're gonna rotate it around all of our channels.
Okay, good.
So this week on Tuesday, it's on Andy's channel. A couple weeks back when I was in Atlanta, it was on mine. It's me, Andy, Icy, and my brother Xavier from Sideline Sports. He's from Oakland. I want to do NorCal. I want to get Sanjeet on board as well, because he's another one, you know what I mean, that is from where we from. And at some point, man, have us just rotate in and out. I want to really create this coalition for all of us, man, where we from, to talk that shit. So just throwing it out there, man.
No, I'm down. That sounds dope right there. The NorCal Coalition. I'm with it.
That shit fire, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm down. I'm ready for some home games. You know what I mean? We can go around and but appreciate Andy. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Welcome. This is your first time. This is your first time, right? On my channel.
On your channel, yeah.
Yep. And I was just talking about how I was like, I got to get on my channel because he had reached out to me and wanted me to pull up. So appreciate that, man.
You and Sanjeet pulled up.
Still in the
yep.
Still in the closet, y'all. Yes, I am still in the closet.
Pause. No, but we was just talking about Drake and how and actually I was asking like who was the fastest running back we had since Drake, and my point was like because nobody's gonna really catch Drake once he makes his cut. He's gonna be gone.
Oh, Kenyon Drake is out of there.
we were saying probably like was the fastest running back we had in a while. Latavius was quick, but like I said, he couldn't take any contact. Once he gets hit the first time, he's down. Like Run DMC was probably the fastest running back.
Yep. And somebody was saying, yeah, I agree. Latavius Murray be running too upright, rocking steady. Yeah, he was running with his chest just poked up.
Yeah.
He said Wheatley and Garner, last great Raiders running back duo. It was. But I mean, when we had Latavius Murray, who was the backup with him?
It was Latavius and Jalen, right?
It was
DeAndre Washington.
Well, Jalen Richard was still there too.
Yeah,
it was one of those two.
Yeah, DeAndre, because Jalen went undrafted, right? We got DeAndre Washington in the 6th round out of Texas Tech.
I believe so. I know for sure he went to Texas Tech.
So DeAndre Washington, I think, was the backup really, and then Jalen Richard was our third guy. But once we were talking about this earlier, Andy. After Jalen ran off for a 73-yarder, pretty much his first ever play in the NFL, was like, oh shit, you know what? He may be the backup. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
Yeah.
But I want to get your opinion on this, Andy, since you just popped in. We was talking about it earlier when Graphic first pulled up on the show about the slot corner spot. Now that we grabbed Bleedy Ray Wilson, I believe you pronounce it. It's like with him, do you think he's gonna start? And if he does start at the slot cornerback, then what do you think Arnett's lands unless you have him starting at CB2?
I don't have Bleedy coming in and taking the reins in the slot. I don't. I think that Bleedy comes in as a great veteran presence, hopefully to kick Nevin Lawson out of here, just so that we don't have a drop on veteran presence once Nevin Lawson gets the boot, because Nevin Lawson saved us $1 million. Yeah. So I have Damon Arnette starting in the slot just because he had some success in college in a system very similar to this, playing in the slot his freshman year. But I said this also before, I do believe that we could see nearing in week 5, week 6, maybe you get Damon Arnette trying to take over that CB2 role, and Trayvon Mullen becomes like the real, because I said this once, I'm going to say this right now again, I still think that Casey Hayward's our number 1 corner because he's proved it in this system with Gus Bradley, with Ron Miles. Yeah. I think he's coming in as CB1, Trayvon Mullen right there behind him, and I think Trayvon Mullen can get pushed to CB1, later in the season. Then you see Casey Hayward maybe take some more snaps in the slot, and you see maybe Damon Arnette and Casey Hayward going in and out. But I think starting off, I think Bleedy, he doesn't take Damon Arnette's job in the slot because I think that's where Damon Arnette's going to be making his money this year.
But the thing that's weird, though, there's still no talk of Damon Arnette even getting any reps in the slot or anything. I know Vinny B says something about it's an open job right now. He did say something about Damon, Nate Hobbs, and Meek. But I'm just like, there's no talk of it. And like, I thought when we drafted him last year, I knew he was going to be on the outside. But this year, I was like, we brought in Casey Hayward. I'm like, it makes no sense. Like, he has to go in the slot. Like, and he was productive there at Ohio.
Yeah, he has to.
I think that's like, what else do you do?
And the thing is,
go ahead, bro.
I'm actually very forward. I'm actually, for me, I know a lot of people want Damon Arnette to know, he wants to get his strides on the outside. I'm actually excited for him to start off in the slot because, like I said, I believe that the outside in this system is more difficult than the slot. Because I think that on the outside you have more responsibility. In the slot, when you're in your nickel, you're just covering the flat, So that's a good way for Damon Arnette to transition and get the feel of the NFL, Like that's a good way when he's not having to go sideline to sideline trying to keep up with Tyreek, and instead he can just stay in the flats, making sure that no running back gets a first down, no tight end goes in that zone. I think that that's good for Damon Arnette. He could really get used to the speed of the NFL. I think that's good for him to start off.
And bro, I think that he's going to lose reps on the outside anyway. When you got Rasul Douglas, a veteran, you have Isaiah Johnson. Like, bro, you need to say, you know what, the slot is there for the taking. Let me go over here and just take this. And if I want to win the outside position later on, fuck it, try it. But right now, bro, there's too much depth. This is what I love about our team right now. The depth. Like, this is what's going to take us through 17 games this year. What we did,
yes,
line, and what we did in the secondary, I love it because somebody goes down, boom, somebody can instantly come in. Rasul Douglas can come in and start. He's done it before. We have other guys that can come in and perform. Meek, I still believe in the Meek. We have a lot of guys, man, and even with the offensive line, like there's a lot going on, a lot of change, but I love it because they're still playing around, trying to see what's going to work. And, depth is going to be huge for us this year.
And that's why the preseason, we were talking a little bit about preseason also, Andy, about who's going to be starting or I guess playing in the preseason. That will be like almost a telltale sign on who's going to be starting because your starters don't come out preseason week 1 and just play. They don't do that. So whoever we see out there is going to be interesting. And if you guys think Arnette's going to be playing in the slot, so you think he will be playing in the slot in preseason, or will he be playing outside on the preseason, if at all?
I think preseason we could see, Gillespie start as free safety, KJ in as strong. Then your DBs could look like a Meek in the slot. You could have Nate Hobbs and Isaiah Johnson on the outside. And then you could have Rasul, rotating in with him because I still think that Rasul Douglas, he's more of a prized possession right now than Isaiah Johnson just because he's been in the league longer, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to want to give him too many reps in the preseason, but I think he still gets a good amount of reps there. And I think as far as linebackers, I think we see everybody. I think we see Javin White, Muse, Diablo, all those guys probably starting. You probably see Max Richardson get some burn, which I'm excited to see there. And hopefully on the D-line. And then hopefully on the D-line, we see guys like Kuntz and Stills dominate, you know, things like that.
Well, what do you think about Isaiah Johnson not showing up to OTAs?
Man, I said out of all the guys, you know, even though it was voluntary, that was the one guy that I was like, damn, he didn't show up, because he was a guy that I actually wanted. I wanted him to push for a starting job, dude. Like, I really had that much faith in Isaiah Johnson, man.
Because of his size and everything, huh?
I was like, dude, this man, if he was able, if Gus and all these guys were able to do what they did to Richard Sherman, you know, Richard Sherman is not as fast as Isaiah Johnson. You know, these guys are very similar. They both went from wide receiver to DB. I was like, man, these two right here it just complements each other, man. I was like, damn, I want Isaiah Johnson to push for it. But, man, it didn't happen. That was the only dude. But I think that Isaiah Johnson, I still think he's what? Out of the outside corners, he's like outside corner number 4 or 3, 3 or 4.
4.
Isaiah Johnson?
Yeah.
So y'all say number 4?
Maybe 5. Because I think Rasul
on the outside, I think he's number 4.
Rasul Douglas is ahead of him.
After so you have Mullen, Hayward, Arnett, and then Johnson?
No. Because I'm having Arnett in the slot. I'm saying
okay.
Hayward. I'm saying Hayward, Mullen, Rasul, Isaiah.
Okay. How many guys do you have on the inside then? Because if you have, say you have Arnett on the inside, then you have Arnett, Hobbs, Bleedy, Wilson, and then Amik.
I think Hobbs can go back and forth. But yeah, I think Nate, Bleedy, fucking Amik, Arnett, that's 4 guys right there, all duking it out for one position, and that's tough.
That's what I'm saying.
What about Keyshawn Nixon? Where's he going to go?
No.
He's the 6th corner.
Dude, that is the definition of an odd man out.
Y'all really think so, though? You don't think he's built enough rapport with the team and with the staff to where they're like,
special teams,
guy because of his character?
Special teams, fine. I don't see him finding no reps. Bro, I had so much faith in Keyshawn Nixon. As soon as his ass got burnt with a 20-yard cushion, I gave up all hope. I said, how on earth does that happen, bro? For basically game though, gets burnt with a 20-yard cushion. I gave up all hope.
You guys get a chance to watch any film on him in South Carolina?
He was nice.
No, he was dope. He was dope. Like I actually, when we picked him up, I was like, this may be a super steal. And then he ended up just not. But like, look, this is the first year we really have a real defensive coordinator. We got to see what these guys are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Gunther got a lot of people fired. He got a lot of people looking real suspect out here in these Raider streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I think that Gus is going to renew a lot of guys. You know, whether it's Isaiah Johnson, Keyshawn Nixon, Nevin Lawson, no. He's done. You know what I mean? But there's other guys, though, that I feel that they can still win with this. With this system was built for the secondary to succeed. I don't see how, like, whoever loses in the system, get rid of them. Like, get rid of them.
I was going to ask you this, Ray, because Graf has a decently good opinion on Solomon Thomas.
Hold on.
I got almost drilled on his live for saying that I had no faith in bro, because I don't. I just want to know where you stand with Solomon Thomas, because I don't see it.
Man, I mean, a lot of y'all already know how I feel about Solomon Thomas. But I would say, I don't really think he has a lot to give unless he learns something new. He played with top tier defensive linemen in San Francisco. People will say he played out of position, but then if you look at his production at defensive tackle, it still wasn't there.
Exactly.
I mean, you could have taken away and say, okay, he doesn't have the consistency of being at one spot, so that does take away. Also, he has some things going on in his personal life, which I'm not going to really speak on, you know what I mean? I don't know personally how that would affect me, so I can't really speak on it. So I'm just not even gonna say anything about that. But when I just look at football, that's it. I don't really see it. I do see him being like physically gifted, like the dude's like a fool when it comes to, you know what I mean? He's quick. He's quick. He got a little twitch to him. He's strong. You know what I mean? If he could be developed, then he could be somewhat of what they expected, the San Francisco 49ers expected. But for us personally, man, I don't see a player going from one place to another, especially on the defensive side, and then excelling like excessively. I don't think we've ever seen that.
Two things. Sometimes a lot of players that get that second chance, like this, he knows this is it. This is it. Like if you don't show up now, you're done. Like you're done. Like, you know what I mean? Like run your bag up as much as possible. You're done. Let's have this conversation week 8. I want to have the same conversation. I want to double back because I really truly believe that Solomon Thomas, I mean, the dude's a physical specimen, man. Like I
agree. Yes, I definitely agree with that.
Yes, that dude, he has all the tools. He just don't know how to use them.
Exactly. Okay, but that was the knock I heard on David Irving early before Rod Marinelli got his hands on him in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? The guy was a physical specimen. I'm not saying coming out of college. You know what I'm saying? Like so. Yes, Solomon Thomas was a monster at Stanford. We all know that. We're from Northern California. I watched him every Saturday. I get it. We were like, who the fuck is this dude? You know what I'm saying? My fault. But I'm saying like real shit. Like it's just, bro. Like I think that he can honestly bring that back. I think he's renewed if he can stay healthy.
The first thing I would say is Clelin Ferrell is kind of a similar predicament to Solomon Thomas. Wouldn't you say? He plays in multiple positions. He's a defensive end, but he plays inside. So he plays out of position. He was a high draft pick. Yeah. Pick number 4, and Thomas was number 3, right? Yeah. And then so they're in a similar predicament. But Clelin Ferrell, he's putting somewhat production. He's getting better and better year and year as he plays. Every game he gets consistent. He gets better and better every game he plays. He's has gotten some sacks. I mean, even on PFF, they gave him a decent grade, which PFF really don't like us that much. So they're not going to be biased towards us.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I understand what he was saying by like this is his last point, right? Like he has to make it out this year. This dude went to Stanford. He ain't stupid. He ain't gonna make it. If he could switch it, he wouldn't have never let it get to this point. He would have never let it get to this point if he was, if he had it.
What you mean?
I don't think he can be developed, bro. I really just don't see it. Like I don't. He has every tool to be great, but he couldn't do it for 4 years or 3 years. Last year he didn't play.
Ray, let me ask you this real quick. What were some players that didn't? I want even in the comment section, please let me know. A guy that didn't really show up his first few years of his career, right? Went to new surroundings, went to a new place, and cooked up. Can you think of one player in your head that's like he didn't really do too much over there?
There's a lot of guys, but
personally, this is what I'll say to that point. When it comes to the Raiders, I feel like that happens on the offense. It doesn't happen on the defense. We get guys like Aguilar, he comes out, he shows out. We get guys like Crabtree, he comes in, he shows out. Cook showed out. Waller came up, popped up, showing out. You know what I mean? Who else? But that's the offensive side. When you look at the defensive side, personally, we get Corey Littleton, big time signing. We already know. Joyner, we already know. Anybody we had gotten, basically Collins, which was a Marinelli guy. My goodness, that was the worst performance I've ever seen. Carl
Richard Seymour and Navarro Bowman already produced a bunch for their teams before they came to the Raiders.
Navarro Bowman?
Yeah. And Seymour. They already had careers. But you could Woodson he already did that before. But I get what you're saying, because people love to compare what what's his name, Solomon Thomas got going on to what Gerald McCoy got going on and what he did.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that, but to me, there's always an exception. Like,
Yeah.
there's always an exception when it comes to something. But personally, for our team, I see it for the offense. I just don't see it for the defense. I haven't seen it for the defense yet. Only person I can say for the defense, if y'all could think of any, is maybe Nick Witkowski, who played well last year, and he was a backup for the Bears.
Well,
so he came in as a backup from the Bears, started middle linebacker, and then
he actually played better with the Bears. When their starting middle linebacker went out, he actually played better for the Bears than he did for us last year.
No, but you got to think about that.
But he had a dominant.
Paul Guenther, with the exception with Paul Guenther being the defensive coordinator, and then everybody else playing as bad as they did, especially when you have guys that came over from LA with like #1 defense. You know what I mean? Corey Littleton joining them, and they don't play as well. But then you get Nick, he comes over, Kwiatkowski, he comes over and plays decent for what we had on defense under Paul Guenther, especially at middle linebacker, how hard it is just to be a middle linebacker in today's league. But I think he played pretty well, but
we've had a bad defense for 10 plus years. So at the end of the day, it's easy for us to say we don't like on the defensive side of the ball, we don't do that. On the offensive side of the ball, we do. I feel that we have at least competent defensive coordinator in Gus Bradley that can get us to a top 15 defense. Like I'm not expecting him to turn this shit into a top 3, top 5 defense, but we have someone competent enough to say, I'm going to put you where you're gonna benefit the most. I'm gonna put you where you're gonna benefit the most. And I think that Solomon Thomas was probably a Gus Bradley pickup. I think he was like, you know what? Let's see what we could do. And if it doesn't work out, cool. It is what it is. I'm not saying that Solomon Thomas is gonna be fucking Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? Like, or some crazy shit like that. I'm just saying that I feel that you have a renewed, you know what I mean, mindset, and that you never know what may happen, man. You know what I mean? And he's saying everything right.
Dude, just like I want it to happen. Like I do. I just don't see it happening. And also, David Irving said everything right. And look where he's at.
Yeah.
He sold us a dream, bro. Like that dude said, I'm gonna be working out, being with the team every chance I get.
Yeah. Well,
throwing parties in Vegas.
Yeah, someone said Rasul Douglas was waived. I don't remember seeing that.
That's not true.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that. But I don't know. Solomon Thomas, it's like I said before, though. I want to see him do well. He joined our team. I want to see him ball out. You know, I want to see him do what everybody expected him to do when he got drafted. But personally, I just don't know if we will see that. I think he will. I think he will do better than what he did in San Francisco. I do think that. But as far as him like showing out,
that's enough.
No, I don't know.
Because look at it like this. We know what we're getting with Quentin Jefferson. We already know that. We already know what we're getting with him. He's going to come in and he's going to, he'll be okay. We already know what we have with Jonathan Hankins. Great against the run, occasional sack here and there. I feel like Solomon Thomas is the only guy on this D line outside of Falone that has potential to do something great. I think Vickers is going to be a defensive end this year. I think he's going to be on the D end.
I got a question real quick. Hold on.
I truly do.
If you had to pick between Darius Stills and Solomon Thomas, who are you going to choose?
Stills.
Oh, right now for sure, most definitely.
So, how many defensive tackles do you think we keep? 5?
No, I think we keep mostly everybody that we have on this D line right now. Yeah. You look at what like I said this before. All Gus Bradley's best defenses, he's had almost 12 or 13 defensive linemen. That's a lot. Like that's a lot. But he was also on teams that only held 2 quarterbacks, so it's different. We're a team that likes to hold 50 of them. But with Solomon Thomas, though, I feel like how you said that just a little bit better than what he did with San Fran is good enough. I don't think so. Not for $5 million. $5 million, I don't think so.
Not guaranteed.
He would have to do so well.
All that money's not guaranteed, right?
Yeah, he would have to do so well to get that money.
4.7 is guaranteed.
Okay. Okay, so
4.7 is guaranteed. I thought it was like 3 million was guaranteed, and then the rest was like
I
incentive
think
based.
after June was 4.7. After
Oh,
June 1st, he got his guarantees.
okay. Either way,
That's not good enough for me. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, he's gonna have to do something well.
yeah, he's gonna have to do. But but we talked about this, Andy. So his rookie year, he had 3 sacks, right? He only has 6 combined.
6
his whole
career
career, right?
Fuck.
And that's between him playing defensive tackle and defensive end.
Okay.
So
real quick, right? Right now, at this point, would you rather have Solomon Thomas or Mo Hurst? Because we pretty much replaced them.
Mo Hurst.
In this defense?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd rather have Mo Hurst. I like Mo Hurst. I didn't think he played bad. I wasn't even, because you got to think, it's not like he was a first round pick or anything crazy like that. But there was times where he would show flashes, and for a guy that didn't really start and he would come off the bench, especially to get to the quarterback, he was a quality player, especially for depth. I don't know. I feel like we should have probably kept him. I would have got rid of Key. Yeah, exactly. When we played the Bears,
he closed out the Bears game.
He was tripping.
2 sacks.
Yep.
Bro, I mean, like I said, I wanted to work badly for Solomon Thomas, not just for the Raiders, but for him. I just don't see it. Like that's my thing. No, I just don't see it.
I feel that because it's easy to not see it because he's never done it. So I get it. I completely understand. I think now I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of this is such a Raider pickup. And like this is what we do. We go grab somebody. Back in the day, the Al Davis days, back in the go get these guys and it didn't work out, and they come over here and they kill. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe Solomon Thomas fits that mold, and maybe he may do something.
I mean, with you asking that question though, are you saying that you would rather have Solomon Thomas than Hurst?
Oh, no, not at all.
Then why the hell did we get rid of Mo Hurst?
But I'm not. The only reason I'm not going to question that is because Mayock and Gruden got a better look at him than all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know what the ins and outs was behind the scenes. My bad. I don't know the ins and outs behind the scenes, but I'm a huge Mo Hurst fan. I love that he was a first round talent, man. He went to 5th because of a so-called heart condition.
Condition. Yep.
And it never happened. Like it's never, nothing came with that. You know what I mean? So I hope that Mo is the only person that shows up with the Niners. I think I hope they go 0-17 and Mo has 900 sacks. But
for real.
You know,
I mean, with the people that he's gonna be around, he might ball out, yo. And that's what's gonna really hurt us as a fan base. Like, yo, this dude, this is the potential he had, but we couldn't provide the support he needed to, like, you know what I mean, show that for our team.
I hope Arden don't do shit, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know about Arden Key. You know, I'm not really sure about him.
Bro, Maurice Hurst in 3 years had 8 sacks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
but he had 2 more than Solomon
in 1 less year. But you would also have to compare snap counts. I wonder what their snap counts looking like.
But you say only 2 more
and their draft value.
Like, you say only 2 more, like he wasn't playing with D Ford, Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he was the 3rd pick overall. I think Hurst was like,
yeah. The thing is, he had great defensive coordinators, great defenses. I get it. I understand that. You know what I mean? And Solomon had every chance to succeed, every chance. But like you said though, Ray, you don't know what the fuck he was dealing with. Like, you don't know how that dealt with. Like, we're gonna see this year. He's saying all the right things. If it doesn't work, Solomon's done after this.
Yep.
If he can't show up and at least get 4 or 5 sacks and be, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. He's done. To me, he's done.
If he gets 4 or 5 sacks, if he gets 5, I'll take it. But I just don't like. That's.
But that's the thing. What are we really doing? You know, because say he gets 4 or 5 sacks, are we going to resign him? Is that it? Did we just want to bring him in for? You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we looking at in the long term when it comes to player like this? Because all of our D tackles are on 1-year deals. So are we just going to jump right into the draft next year, draft the D tackle for sure?
Oh, no. I believe that a defensive tackle is be in the first 2 or 3 rounds. I think we're going to get a receiver because we have two. Look, Willie Snead and John Brown are older. They're on one deals as well. Ruggs and Edwards are going to be those guys.
Ruggs, you know, I was watching some. I was doing my Renfro video earlier, and I was looking, and I believe it was the Saints game, and it was Brian Edwards, Ruggs, and Renfro, and I'm like, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is like a perfect picture of what our future should look like right here.
Yep.
Renfro in the slot, and then you got Ruggs and Edwards, and it's like this is what it should look like with Jacobs in the backfield, and then you got Waller, and that's that's it right there. But it's like Edwards needs to be healthy. They all just need to be healthy, and we just need to get that consistent play from the.
Yeah. I went back to James Jones on NFL.com last year. He said, you know, that this offense is a well-oiled machine. It really is. It's really a well-oiled machine. Like the offense, we don't have to really worry about. Julio would have just been a cherry on the top. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now this offense is just stupid now. It went from being, oh, this shit's fire to, oh, this shit is just retarded. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you add Julio and Kenyon Drake, it's just a whole different situation. But
and not only that, have we seen Carr with the wide receiver even remotely close to that good?
No.
Like we get players that are like kind of like iffy. We get players like that are kind of iffy on their career, but then they'll come to the Raiders and then do well, like Crabtree. When he left the Niners, it was kind of iffy at that point. Comes to the Raiders, getting 3 touchdowns against the Ravens, type stuff, and then after he leaves the Raiders, he disappears. Aguilar, it was shaky for Aguilar at the Eagles. Comes over to the Raiders, does what he does, and then gets a payday.
Man, AB and DC would have killed shit, bro.
Oh no, for sure.
I like this comment real quick though. Shout out to my brother Ollie Shrubs. He said Dante Stills, which is his brother.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll be declaring for the draft next year. He will be good if his brother can ball up for us this year. Then get the younger brother next year. That would be cool. He's fired.
His brother's a one tech though.
Yeah, but
that's good.
You could play them both.
Have them both together.
And not only that, I believe, you know, not saying anything about bro, but his brother is potentially better.
He's better.
Yeah.
No, bro, that's facts.
That's a fact.
You know, I ain't trying to say that, you know what I mean? But but that's something he actually had to deal with, you know what I mean, going to West Virginia because his little brother was projected higher coming out of high school.
He's not going undrafted, bro.
Oh no, he's not.
He's not. He's just no.
Bro, I'd be fired, but I mean, his brother could pass rush too.
Yes,
exactly.
Them boys
at the one.
In backfield.
His brother could pass rush at the one.
At the one. That would be mean to have both the stills. I mean, that's a good. Yeah, that would be dope right there.
Need it.
Yeah, especially with a bunch of 1-year guys on the defensive line. Like we need some guys, bro. Like I'm nervous about this defensive line because if this shit don't work this year, we got to start from scratch again next year. Our DNs are good, but our defensive tackles, like, what are we doing? I don't know, man.
No, for sure.
Trade for Grady Jarrett at that point, bro.
Bro, Andy, little bro, I've been saying that shit, bro. He's only 28.
Trade for who?
Grady Jarrett.
Bro, what?
Bro, Atlanta's gonna look. They're gonna start from scratch after this year. I'm telling you now. They're gonna completely just go overhaul.
Hey, Grab, you know how much money he's making though?
Who? Grady Jarrett?
Next year, guess how much money he's making?
At least, what, 20?
He on a franchise?
He's making it like a receiver, bro. He's making 14, 15 million.
Oh.
But he won't make that with us.
No, if he gets traded, he makes it with us. Yeah.
No, but nah, at the beginning of the season, yes. But yeah, like look, Grady Jarrett's fired, man.
Get Matt Ioannidis.
You've been talking about that motherfucker.
You know, that's crazy you say that because ever since the offseason, I was like, I want to trade Marcus Mariota to the damn Redskins, my fault, to the Washington football team for a defensive lineman. Whether it was Matthew Ioannidis, Jonathan Allen, or Daron Payne, one of those three, send us somebody because they hogging all the defensive linemen over there. They still got Montez Sweat, Chase Young. Like, come on.
Hey, how old is he?
He's gonna be 28.
So, I mean, that's still cool.
Give me Deron Payne.
You know,
Bro, but you know
I
how
don't
much
think
money he's
Deron Payne
making?
leaving.
Bro, he's only making $7 million.
Who?
Ioannidis.
Like he making the same as Mariota, pretty much. Even swap.
I don't think they would get rid of Deron Payne though, man. Deron Payne, if we got him, that would, I'd be juiced.
I really thought we could have I really thought we could have did something for Matt Ioannidis because he was coming off an injury.
What's this right here? It says Eddie Willis says the Raiders are a 6-point underdog 7 weeks away from the start of the season at home. So disrespectful. Some point underdog against who?
Wait.
Against who? You know, but the crazy thing is when they was talking about, I haven't talked about this with anybody, is that they got us as the worst offseason?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Bro, you can't even that goofy.
Went into the draft with 2 needs and hit him on the head, and we had the worst offseason.
Bro. We got killed for the Kenyon Drake pickup. That's what's so crazy. That's all I knew. It was just Raider hate. It was just like,
bro, if we would have got Julio, they would have said that we were top 5 off seasons.
No.
They would have hated us some way. They would have been like, "Oh, we overpaid for a washed up."
No, because they would have looked at it like, "Wow, they got Julio, Yannick, Merrick." They would have been on our
bro. They would have found a way to say they got a injury prone 32-year-old wide receiver. No, the Raiders are stupid, but now Tennessee is the best offense in the league, bro. It's just a Raider thing, bro. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
What part of the team do you guys think the biggest strength of this season? Biggest strength? Running back room? How'd I have to say?
Tight end.
No.
Morrow and Waller. I'm taking Morrow and Waller over Drake and Josh. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. Waller is Waller's the second best in the league.
But we're an unheavy team.
That's not what I'm saying. He's our bet. That's not what the question was.
This is saying biggest strength.
I'm taking Morrow and Waller.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, fuck y'all, man.
What y'all? Hey, y'all let us know down in the group chat right now. Y'all let us know in the group chat what y'all think.
They say QBs.
I was thinking running back. Maybe I was a little spontaneous with my answer because Andy corrected me. It's the tight end group.
Hold on. Okay, so you said tight end group. So both of you guys agree with that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shock y'all right now. Wide receiver.
Hell no.
No. They're not even because they're not even top 3 of the strongest. They're not even top 3.
Bro, watch.
No, they're not even top 3. They're not even top 3. No, that's a hot take. You better post that one on Twitter.
Right now, they're unproven.
Just said, which part of our team do you guys think will be our biggest strength this season?
Tight ends.
Yeah. Will be.
My answer's not gonna change.
Morrow picks up those targets from Wynn. Yeah, it's gonna be the tight end.
Bro. It's tight end, bro. Come on, just give it up.
If it's not tight end, I still say running back. If it's not tight end, because then you got Drake. Yeah.
Why? Let's be honest. Wide receiver is last.
Hey, fucking safety, man.
Hey,
I ain't picking shit on the defense.
For real.
Ain't proven yet. Yeah, ain't shit proven yet.
There's nothing there for me to like put my I can't put my word on nothing over there yet. For real.
What's a
but a lot of people are saying running back, quarterback. I don't think quarterback, nah.
But how not though, because Kenyon Drake's gonna get a lot of that Joker role. Waller's gonna be playing outside as well. He's not gonna be just a tight end. So how is tight end over wide receiver? Like how is that even possible? When you
guess who led our team in receiving last year?
Okay. No, you're right, Andy. But where did he line up? A lot too.
At tight end.
No, he lined up on the outside. He did a
but not as much as he lined up at tight end though.
Okay. Right. You bugging, bro.
who y'all talking about? Who?
Waller.
Oh, Waller.
Wait. Who?
I mean, I'm still sticking with the tight end room, man. I'm gonna stick
Yeah.
with tight end room.
Wait,
If it's not the tight end room, I got the running back, then the
then
quarterback.
quarterback, then receivers, then line.
Honestly,
I might even put the O line above the wide receivers. I ain't gonna lie.
we have a top 5. We have a top 5 tight end room, running back room, and quarterback room.
We got the best tight end room. What you mean, right?
To me, yeah.
The best tight end. I mean, I would say that, but I don't know.
Don't say New England.
Who's better? You can't say the Pats. The Pats don't got a better one, bro.
Bro, Hunter Henry cannot stay healthy for shit at all.
Like,
I mean,
nobody.
I mean, personally, I like our tight end room. I think we are one of the best, but I don't think we are the best just because Morrow still has to produce like more to be that like true to put us over the hill to be the best. Because there's other teams like with Zach Ertz and Goddard.
That's not better than Waller, and that's not better than
I believe San Francisco got a decent backup tight end also.
No.
There's some the Vikings, I believe, have a dope tight end room. The Ravens.
They got rid of Rudolph.
But they pick up I could have sworn they picked somebody up, another young cat.
They drafted old boy out of who did they draft? Either way, look.
I know they got Irv Smith Jr., right?
Yes, out of Alabama, right? Irv Smith. But listen, y'all gonna be shocked, man. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Ruggs and Edwards, they're gonna be fired, bro.
I'm not gonna be shocked, but I ain't putting them above Waller and Morrow.
No, I still have one. I have Morrow as one of our main red zone threats.
Right, I got this question for y'all. Who is Waller better than Kittle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no so I don't gotta sit here and debate with nobody.
I can argue that, like, bro, Kittle has some great blocking, but people try and act like this man is a left tackle.
It's Hercules or some shit.
Yes, bro. Like they try to act like this man is oh my goodness. They act like he could play left tackle in this league, bro.
The main reason why Waller is better than him, first of all, he's a mismatch, just nightmare, right? But outside of
that, bro.
Outside of that, he's more healthy. Like, bro, like Kittle's is hurt all the fucking time. Like that's what happens when you're a great blocking tight end and all the other shit. Like, cool, but you bro, you're never healthy. You're never healthy.
That's why it hurts me that he put up, like, Niners fans will always have that over us, bro. That Kittle fucking almost broke a record against us, bro. Like that shit. The
thing is with Kittle though is you would have to base Kittle being better than Waller like 3 years ago. You would have to go base it off how he did 3 years ago. Last season, damn sure he wasn't better than Waller. And then the year before that, he didn't do better than Waller. And you got to think Waller's only been really starting for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
Imagine what he's gonna do next year. You know what I mean?
I think we can all agree though, Kelsey's better than Waller.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, bro.
Me personally, Kelsey just been doing it too long. Like I don't really try to argue. If anybody wants to say Kelsey's the best, I won't even argue it. He's been doing it too long.
This dude just led the league in receiving as a tight end. Like,
I'm not gonna argue at all, bro. I'm not. That's clear. Like, to be honest, I think that Waller can be better than him, but right now Kelsey's the best tight end in the league.
No, for sure. He's been consistent, been doing it since Alex Smith was there. So it was like you can't really argue that.
Have teams ever had like two real solid free safeties, like really playing together, like two solid ass free safeties rotating in and out?
I mean,
that's a good question.
I mean, the Chargers kind of with Gus Bradley, because I could have sworn they had Desmond King sometimes playing.
And that's what I wanted to bring up with Gillespie, bro, because I think that him and Mary can do something wild together. Like, and I always said it. I labeled Gillespie as a free safety, but I think he can be more than a free safety. I think he can sometimes come into the slot and play a little bit of zone. I think he could do stuff like that. Like, I don't want to put just a label on him as a free safety because, like you said, we've seen him. Even Casey Hayward, free safety, corner. Desmond King, free safety, corner, strong safety, slot corner, bro. Like, I think that we could get something like that out of Gillespie because that boy, he is something, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like him a lot.
Hey, Andy, bro, that's one pickup that I was pissed about. Now, I wish we would have went and got Desmond King.
Oh yeah, he only got $3 million, 3.7.
Bro, the money he got, bro, there's no reason why we couldn't have went and got him and put him in the nickel and started off the rip.
And how much did we pay Casey Hayward?
4.
Somewhere
on the same shit. But you could have went and got both of them pretty much for $7 million and had your starting nickel and outside corner.
No, and Brian Poole is still out there, bro.
Who would y'all rather have though, Poole or King?
Poole. King. No.
King, I would say King.
Healthy.
I would say King.
I say King crazy because versatile. He's everything. King is everything.
He's crazy versatile. He can play anywhere you want. He can even return kicks.
Yeah, dude. That's what I felt like. Like at first I was against picking up Melvin Ingram, but I would still welcome Melvin Ingram if I'm being honest.
Smith said Casey gives me Sean Smith vibes.
That is disrespectful,
bro. They play two completely different games.
No, yeah, they do play way differently.
I don't even.
People said they would rather have Poole over. Mm.
No. If Poole can stay healthy, bro, like Poole is fire.
I'd rather have personally.
Poole was never all pro. King. Poole was never all pro.
Desmond King is. What we talking about? Him over
Casey.
Poole over Casey or Desmond King?
I thought we were doing King.
Oh, yeah, King. I would still have King.
Yeah.
King's been a Pro Bowler as well.
I thought I thought the people in the chat were trying to compare Casey and Poole. I was like,
no way.
That's disrespect.
Bro, Casey's been a top corner in this league for years.
He's been all pro twice. Yeah.
That shit don't make no sense. But yeah. But Brian Poole, though, don't get me wrong. He would be a nice pickup, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think that Bleedy can play that role. Sorry.
Like, I feel like with Gus Bradley, like, man, I really hope that Gillespie can turn into what Desmond King was, and I hope that Malcolm Koonce can turn into what Melvin Ingram was, because those two people, King was the Swiss Army knife for the DBs, and Ingram played middle linebacker on the goal line for the Chargers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, this man, like, he was everywhere. Stand-up pass rusher on the inside, outside, middle linebacker. Like, bro, shit, man. I hope Malcolm Koonce and Gillespie can be those guys, bro.
They're going to be.
Nah, yeah. I just want to say real quick, if y'all, everybody that's just tuning in, I was basically announcing the winner of the giveaway of the Trayvon Mullen picture. That's basically why we were doing the live. The winner was, let me check real quick one more time. I want to announce it one more time. It was Jeff Floyd TV. Jeff Floyd TV. Appreciate you, man. Hit you up on Instagram. Just check your DMs if you out there. Wait until next time. I'm gonna be doing another giveaway for sure. Within the next couple of my videos, I'm gonna be doing another giveaway. This time we'll be on an offensive player. So just stay tuned. And but back to this Raiders talk. I just want to say that real quick and appreciate Graphic Raider for stopping in and Andy Raiders football talk. If y'all don't follow them, go follow them. Y'all already know the drill. You already know how this go. You know what I mean? I appreciate them coming on, showing support. And really, it was just last notice. I just sent them the link. They hopped on. So that's how you know they really just do it, just to support, man. Because they could be doing whatever they want, just like y'all. But they came on to show some support. So I really appreciate that.
That's what we do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And quit shaking that one braid, bro. Stop. Chill, bro.
Bro, this one comes down.
I was like, yo, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like.
Andy got the like,
bro, it gets annoying, bro. It comes
you got that katana braid. You got to get a little ponytail, man. You got to get.
Bro, I did. I usually do get it like that up here, but for the graduation, I had to wear the cap, and then it wouldn't.
Yep. Happy late graduation, man, and happy late birthday for sure. Because I know it was just this past week. Right? This is past week.
But Andy,
the graduation was on the 6th and the birthday was on the 8th. So that was fun.
And coming from the communities that we come from, bro, not a lot of people like just stick through. You know what I mean? Just ride through, bro. So I want you to know, bro, I love you, man. I'm really proud of you, bro. Like, keep grinding. Yep. And great.
Bro, I had to fight some of my friends, bro, to finish this shit out, bro. Cause
Yeah.
A lot of them didn't want to do it, bro. It's like,
Well,
Yeah, no, I get it, man. You know, I'm a Shaq. I got friends. They ain't even think about, you know what I mean, finishing. They didn't even think about it. They
yeah.
had other things on their mind.
oh God.
So just the fact that you did it, you know what I mean, especially it shows a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate
But
that.
just with another question, she said, who will be our best defender this season? Also, who on our defense will have the most sacks? This is a two-part
Abram.
question. Who y'all
Yeah.
think the best defender will be this season? I'm just gonna say outside of Yannick Ngakoue.
Andy hit.
Oh, Abram. Okay, I was gonna say Abram and Yannick, but I think after that it goes Abram and Max.
No. Okay, let's just go from levels. Abram, Littleton, Yannick.
Okay.
I like that because I think that Corey's gonna return to form. I do.
For sure.
I still got Kukowski.
Ooh.
I think he's about to
Hey,
be a madman.
I try to argue with you about this, bro. I think that Morrow had a better year, bro.
Oh my! See, I don't think so. Nick Kwiatkowski is just different, yo.
Morrow was
He's
also
just
out
different.
on the field more.
He creates
bro.
turnovers.
Who?
Nick Kwiatkowski.
He created one. He created two.
Yeah,
That's it.
created.
Bro, you guys are talking.
So did
created.
Morrow.
No,
So
he
did
didn't.
Morrow.
No, he
Morrow
didn't.
had a forced fumble and a pick.
Yeah, that he created.
Morrow had a forced fumble and a pick. Kwiatkowski
No,
had
no. This is the difference, though. Like when Nick Morrow, this is the difference. Nick Kwiatkowski created it. He actually forced that interception. You see, like how he did it. But like when Morrow got his interception, it was like it just fell in his lap. It's not like he made a play or did anything crazy or covered anybody.
Ray, real quick, Andy, what did you tell me, bro? And I love what you said about Quit, right? Okay, so all these guys play under Paul Gunther's defense last season, right? All of them. Okay, Quit was probably the best linebacker we had outside of Morrow. I get it, but Morrow was already familiar with the system. What did you say, Andy? You said Quit.
The only position in this.
You don't get what I'm saying. You said that Quit played.
Yeah, the only position that made sense in this defense.
Yeah.
The only position that made sense in this defense was middle linebacker, and that's what Kwiatkowski played. Okay. Morrow played in a forest fire, bro. Like this dude had 3 sacks, 2 more than Kwiatkowski, had 9 more tackles than Kwiatkowski at outside linebacker. But he also had a pick, and he also had a forced fumble.
He's the only linebacker that played under Paul Gunther for numerous years. Like nobody else knew. Like Littleton, bro, was lost all season. We already seen it. He got better when he got fired. Once he got fired, Littleton was already improving.
But Littleton, though, was asked to do more than Nicholas Morrow.
Yes, for sure.
I don't like. I'm not saying anything about that, but personally, I feel like nobody's doing more than the middle linebacker. Nobody cognitively, nobody's doing more than the middle linebacker. You are the quarterback of the defense. You're cognitively, you are not doing anything more. And especially, come on, outside linebacker doing more than middle linebacker.
No. I think that the middle linebacker had to know more. But if we're talking about to do more, I think our DBs had to do way more. Because our DBs had to switch from man to one side and zone to the other side. I think that Kwiatkowski undoubtedly knew more about the defense, and he had to know more about the defense.
Right.
But he didn't do more than Corey Littleton. Corey Littleton had to follow a tight end and a running back all the way to the sidelines. Kwiatkowski didn't have to do that.
No, he did. I'm telling you. I just did all the film breakdown, man. He was a dog.
Let's be honest though, bro. Morrow is a 1-year rental. We got all these guys, Tanner Muse, Javen White, Divine Diablo. Like, he's not going to be around next year. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Littleton, bro, like, he's been a Pro Bowler. If he returns back to form, which I think he can, because he was one of the best cover linebackers in the league. Like, you don't just drop off of a cliff like that in 1 year. Like it was the system he was in. You know what I'm saying? Like, Divine Diablo will take Nicholas Morrow's spot next year. Or Tanner Muse. Somebody else. But, bro, I don't see.
Also, because there was a lot of people that wanted us to cut Corey Littleton. That was ridiculous. We owe Corey Littleton way too much money right now because how he's restructured every year. He has to finish out his terms. He has to finish out his contract, or else we put ourselves in a bad situation.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, let's just answer this first part of this question. I got Nick Witkowski as being our best defender. Or no, I was saying he was our best linebacker. That's what I was saying. He was our best linebacker because we was talking about that. Me and Andy were talking about that behind the scenes. But best defender, I got Cleveland. I got Cleveland Ferrell.
I like that.
I got Cleveland Ferrell. Outside of Yannick Ngakoue, I don't really want to use him.
I really think Abram is just, oh my God. I think he's about to light ish up.
Superstardom for Jonathan Abram this year. He will be a superstar after this year.
I truly believe that too. Like, I really do. Like, I really, really do, bro.
Like, no, I agree with you guys. I definitely agree. I think he has that it factor, almost like a Jamal Adams.
But he has that.
You know what I mean?
And oh man, you know what? I really think that Abram could be up there with sacks on our team too.
Yeah, he knows how to time it. But that's the thing. Does Gus Bradley run enough blitz like packages for that strong safety to get back there? It's kind of weird. Paul Gunther definitely did. Paul Gunther, but I don't know if Gus Bradley does a lot.
That's the one thing I hate about Gus Bradley's system. It's like
you
just don't blitz.
He doesn't do that, but Abram's gonna freestyle sometimes, and he's just gonna get back there, bro.
He's just gonna fly. He's just gonna fly to the ball. If that quarterback starts scrambling and he's playing a robber or a flats, or you know what I mean, he's probably just gonna take off.
I've only done a couple of those little film chalk talk videos. Abrams was the most fun to make, bro.
No, for sure, because he's just a missile.
Oh my goodness, he was everywhere. He's on a different level when it comes to game speed, bro. Yes. He's like, bro.
And like, when you start watching this film, you realize, like, dang, that friendly fire is looking crazy because he be smacking everybody.
Hey, bring up just next question real quick, Ray, if you can, brother.
Let me scroll down. Let me see real quick.
She said, "Okay, last question."
Nah, they Jess been on some fire questions. Let's see. Okay, last question. Do you each have a player off?
Are you excited about this season and why?
Okay. Do you each have a player you're excited about to see this season and why?
We're forgetting about somebody right now that we have not mentioned. I don't think once really.
Merrick.
Question.
Like he's going under the radar right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No. Merrick can be a Pro Bowler in his rookie season. I'm telling y'all right now. Like Merrick is that great.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like Merrick is the most. I'm excited to watch Merrick work. That's who I'm excited about. Period.
The thing is with Merrick is, do you think he's gonna have a better season than Jonathan Abram?
No.
Okay, so you think that
Abram he's a free safety? He's out of the play.
Yeah, he's not going to get tackles like Abram.
But the thing is, though,
but at free safeties are flashy.
No,
that's what I'm saying. He's
Charles Woodson wasn't Charles Woodson because you know.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that I really don't feel like maybe week 1, I think Lamar Jackson might do something dumb and really try and test, bro. Because he's a rookie, but I think that after week 1, I feel like teams are gonna be like, all right, chill out on throwing to this man's way. Like I really think so, because this man, the way that he knows how to break up passes is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
I'm excited about Mullen, Abram, and Merrick together. That is gonna be a recipe
and Casey Hayward teaching all of them.
Yeah, I just mean the future.
Yeah. Plus we got Joseph back.
Yes.
Which I'm a fan of Joseph. I'm not saying like him being starter or being like this crazy whatever, but I like Joseph. I always did.
Carl is gonna be better. Look, you see it right here, bro. Shit. Look, hold on. Shit. Look, man, I got my right here, man. Shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yep. I see 4-2. 4 deuce.
Yes, sir. But
What?
What I'm
So
saying is though,
he
like,
says the next Justin Simmons. Do y'all think that's a good comp for Trayvon Merrick?
I don't.
no,
No. What
I
do y'all
really
got?
like.
What do you,
I
if y'all
really
had to
like
use a comp for Trayvon Merrick? Who do y'all got?
Jesse Bates, and I love that comp right there. Jesse Bates, bro. If he could turn into a Jesse Bates is a top 4 safety to me. I like nobody talks about him because he's on the Bengals, but that man, he is that guy. He is that guy.
Jesse Bates is actually pretty good. I
cool.
kind of like that Justin Simmons comparison. I think Merrick just has way more speed.
You don't see Justin Simmons in the slot though.
But hey, Justin Simmons be hitting too, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, Merrick, I don't want him doing that.
He can though.
Nah, he's gonna hit. He's gonna hit. One thing I like about Merrick a lot is that when someone comes to try to block him, he will try to get around the block and still make the tackle. A lot of times when you see players, they'll get on the block and just get stuck. And I do not like to see that. And that's one thing. That's one reason I kind of with the Morrow thing. That's why I don't like Morrow, because the dude will get on the block and dude, you're stuck. Once Morrow gets on the block, he's not doing anything. Nick Kwiatkowski, he's smooth. He's like it's like natural instinct for him just to be like, boom, I'm out of there and I'm making this tackle.
I'm not a huge
but Morrow still had more tackles.
Yeah, but how many more snaps and games did he play?
He's out there more. What's the best ability?
Oh, see, I mean, we can go to that. We can go to that.
But we're not going to do that because Gunther believed in him more than anybody because that was his guy beforehand. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
not only that, Gunther would take Nick Kwiatkowski out on passing downs so he could play Littleton and Morrow.
Like, what?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I'm like,
he's just dumb as hell, bro.
I'm telling y'all right now, he would take Nick Kwiatkowski out on passing downs to put Morrow and Littleton in, and
you see,
I don't know.
That's the thing. I said this on Grassline earlier. When we come back and watch the film, bro, like it looked like a high school defense. I ain't gonna lie. You would have one dude other side of the field, like 11 yards cushion, other dude on the other side, press man, and then you got like 2 safeties in the back. What is this? Like, it looks like a high school defense, bro. Like it does not look good at all. Like I'm saying, if we would have still had Paul Gunther, we probably would have traded up to get Zaven Collins or some shit, bro. Like it would have been tough.
I just don't understand what Gruden was thinking as far as keeping Gunther around for that long. Like, what are you like? What did he have on Gruden for him to be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to give you this long?
He had some dirt on him, bro.
He had to have.
Trying to tell you.
Raider Bucket says he want Burfict back, bro. Hey, I wanted him back bad last year. I ain't gonna lie.
Without Gunther, that's not happening.
Yeah. I think I didn't really mind. I didn't really mind Burfict, but personally, what frustrates me about the middle linebacker spot is that I feel like we should have had Devin White. Like, I remember Devin White even like name dropped the Raiders.
Yeah, he did. He was
like,
pissed. He was pissed.
Yes. And it was like, damn, we had a guy that actually like
he really
wanted to come over here, and then when he didn't get picked, he's like pissed. And it's like that kind of just shows like, damn, this dude really, you know what I mean?
Not many players show that they want to go to that Oakland Stadium, and he wanted to. Like he wanted to be in that Coliseum.
That dude is so fast. Like,
bold prediction. Cleve Farrell gonna be better than Devin White.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
In what way?
I think Cleveland Farrell is going to do good, but Devin White for years to come, I think is just going to be crazy. Like, he's in the perfect spot. Devin White is in the perfect spot just to develop into like this next generation prototype.
In what way though? Because Devin White already has a Super Bowl.
Yes, with the best defense in the league and the best offense too. Like, bro, like he's in a perfect situation.
Exactly, he's in the perfect situation, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's why he's gonna do better.
He's under Levante David.
Come on, bro.
Y'all know to be under,
bro. Come on, man.
For him to be under Levante David, though, I don't know. That would be like Cleveland Farrell being under, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, Richard Seymour or something. Like,
It's like
perfect.
Nick Bosa, bro. Like it's like Nick Bosa. He's gonna do better because he has better situation.
White be on our roster under Paul Gunther.
He wouldn't be in the Super Bowl, but he would still do good.
I think he would have went crazy. He would have been a madman. He would have been doing everything. Him and Jonathan Abram. Like, are you kidding me? You are not good. You're not gonna run past
I ain't gonna lie. You don't want to run the ball, then I ain't gonna lie. Like,
you're not running past both of these guys. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. The way Devin White hit DC, it was a little disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie. Like that was really.
Oh my goodness! When Devin White hit DC at the sidelines, the DC
that was really disrespectful.
That was personal. That was personal.
Yeah, I was like, man.
Yeah,
Devin White had it out for us.
I was like, man, what did DC do?
Yeah, for real. That was ugly. That was ugly. But that's when I started talking about the middle linebacker spot. I'm like, we should have had Devin White. We didn't. And then I wanted Kenneth Murray Jr. I feel like we should have had 2 Oklahoma players. We should have had CeeDee Lamb, and then we would have got Kenneth Murray Jr.
I wanted Antoine Winfield Jr. before Kenneth Murray.
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't want him.
I wanted Antoine so bad, bro.
Yes.
I wanted Antoine so bad, bro. Like, oh my goodness.
I mean, he's not bad, but I don't know.
In my opinion, he's better. He's better than Ken Murray.
Ken Murray's nice.
I don't know, man.
And he got that Raider in him to disrespect Tyreek Hill too. I like it.
Yeah.
No, I really did want Kenneth Murray Jr., but like I said, we shouldn't even have a middle linebacker problem, which I feel like we don't now. But man, we did skip out on some. We did skip like Derwin James.
Ray,
our defense could be crazy right now.
My phone about to die, but I want to ask you this last question real quick before
we're on 2 hours, so we'll probably start to settle it right now.
Because me and bro talked about this earlier in my live. Max Richardson, can that be our potential backup middle linebacker? Like somebody that we can really. Do you think he can make the 53-man roster? Because I'm really nervous about this middle linebacker. If Quick goes down, what the fuck? I don't want to move Morrow over. I don't want to do none of that shit. Like,
I think it would be Littleton.
That's a question to ask after preseason. We'll see right after preseason, I think.
Yeah. Well, we'll see like in preseason, during preseason. Yeah. We'll see during preseason. Yeah, that's a good point, Andy. Like, yeah, that's why preseason is so damn important for us fans. We need to pay attention to that shit. And if you like your team, you're going to watch and see, oh, this is the guy that's going to play when this player gets hurt. And that's how you know.
Darius Stills.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, but that's a good question. Max Richardson. So how many linebackers do we keep on the roster? 5, 6? If we're going to keep so many, but that's the thing. If you're going to keep all those linebackers, you're not going to be able to keep all those defensive linemen plus all those safeties.
No, you are, because a lot of those linebackers are going to be special teamers.
But even at that point, you still have the cap of the 55 cap is what I'm saying.
But Nate Hobbs.
Let's say
Nate Hobbs, special teams.
As well, you have to list them.
Yeah, at corner.
List them at corner.
Yeah, but they're going to play special teams too.
I know, but I'm saying when you put the cap, so say you have, so let's just break down the linebacker.
And you get to elevate 2 people on game day.
So you get 50.
That's on game day, you have 55.
That's what I'm saying. So then if you have at linebacker, if you keep 5? I don't think we keep 6 linebackers. I think you keep 5.
I think you have 6.
Quick, Morrow, Littleton,
Diablo, Jagan, and Muse.
Tanner Muse, Javon White.
6.
What about Max? That's what
we'll see after preseason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, how many do we keep? Because how many was that? That was 7 or
that's
that was...
But you can still low key put Javen under safety, right, and still moving him in and out, right? If you really.
But how many safeties are we gonna keep?
All of them.
You know, because we were just talking about we got 3 to 4 nickel corners. We have 3 to 4 nickel corners. It's like we're not keeping 3 to 4 nickel corners.
I'm telling you, this is the year. This is the year that Gus Bradley is gonna make John Gruden, you can't hold that third quarterback. It's 2. I need an extra guy. That's what it is.
Hey, would y'all be shocked if Nate Hobbs was put on a practice squad?
No, because he could be protected. You still get the 6 protected, but I wouldn't want to see that for him though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would just have to see the breakdown on who we keep. I still got to do like a roster. That's what we got to do. We got to do a early roster prediction. We got to do that for sure. But I just got to see the numbers and see how many players in each position we keep, and then really predict who we could keep. Because when you have so many players, like I was just saying, you got 3 to 4 slot guys, and then you have your outside corners. You're not keeping all of them, right? So then you're gonna have to start chopping people down, and you're gonna have to figure out how many wide receivers you gonna keep. You still got Rashard and Ragus on the. You still got Ragus and Rashard, and then you got you're gonna have Stoner on the practice squad.
I don't even know. We had because look,
Zay Jones would be the 6th guy.
We have 4 slot corners, 4 outside. How many free safeties? 2. 2 strong. Damn, bro, that's 12 DBs. 12 DBs, 12 D linemen, and 6. Fuck.
That's too many. That's already more than half the team. That's what I'm saying. And then you got all the wide receivers.
You gotta realize
all the O linemen.
You're also gonna play special teams though.
But you don't get slotted for special teams. It stays as a 55. So when it's 55,
I know. So if you got 20-some. That's not 25, is it? I think that is 25 right there.
But I think we should. But this is what we could do, man. If y'all want to, we could talk behind the scenes, and we could do like a early roster prediction. Really slide out how many players each in each position that we will keep, and then we can start cutting players and share with the people in the audience. We're on 2
NorCal Coalition.
Fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already heard it. It's gonna be. Everybody in NorCal, it's gonna be man's. Did you say you man's X?
X, yup.
Icy. I'm gonna reach out.
X, Icy, Andy, Graf, myself, and try to get CNG. I'm sure there's some other dudes out there from NorCal that's out here doing radio content too that would want to do it.
Even Dispatch popped his head in, but that man from I don't even remember.
Dakota,
Georgia.
Oh, he's from Georgia.
Shout out to my brother Dre's Dispatch. That boy sound like the LSU coach. Like, shout out to my. But
appreciate y'all stopping by, man. We going past 2 hours. The whole reason I did this, I wanted to announce the winner of the Trayvon Mullen picture. Y'all feel me? I'll show it one more time. If y'all want a chance to win a picture, let me see if I can do this reverse. Y'all just tune in. Y'all just tune into the next few videos, man. And y'all might get a chance to win a signed picture. I think the next one I ain't even gonna say right now. Matter of fact, y'all gonna have to tune in. But I appreciate y'all stopping by. Andy with Raiders Football Talk, Graphic, Doc CNT. You already know, man. Make sure y'all go follow them. Before y'all dip, make sure y'all go follow them. And everybody, good night and have a good evening. If y'all got anything y'all want to say real quick before we dip, share y'all stuff, anything?
Just, man, for having us, brother.
Yep, thank you. And I know Graf ready to get out the closet, man.
Pause.
That man wild.
But yeah, man, it was fun spending time, man. It was fun.
Yep. Yo, I appreciate everybody in the chat. You already know what it is. 808 Raiders. See y'all later, man. Y'all be cool.
Yep.
Gone.